Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is Kyle Richards being booed at Bravo FanFest for allegedly dodging a question, this is Kyle. She is the one who always throws a rock, hides her hands. Everybody has to be honest. Everybody has to be, tell the truth. But when it comes to her stuff, she likes to dip and dodge. So are the days of Kyle Richards being protected over? So before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. It is a fun and easy way to support the show, and I would really appreciate it. So with that, let's dive into all of the details. So this is according to Reality Blurb. It says Kyle Richards was booed on stage after being asked a question regarding her single status following her 2023 separation from her husband, Mauricio Umansky. While attending Bravo FanFest in Miami, the 55-year-old star spoke of her marital status over a year after her split from Mauricio. She also addressed Sutton Stracke's refusal to, quote, bow down at the altar of Kyle Richards, which Sutton proclaimed in the trailer for season 14. I can say that I don't consider myself single, Kyle explained, as seen in a video shared by B of Bravo on Instagram. I don't know why it's very hard for me after being married most of my life to consider myself single, but technically, I'm still married on paper. Then, as she told the audience, that's my answer. They erupted in boos over her secrecy regarding her marriage to Mauricio, who began dating Nikita Khan, who's only 33, earlier this year. Also at Bravo FanFest, Kyle walked the red carpet where she was asked about Sutton's trailer diss. Okay, before we get into the Sutton stuff, let's talk about Kyle being booed and her dodging questions. I think a big reason why she was booed is because she keeps playing stupid games. So when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. She was playing games about, Mauricio did something and I can't forgive him, like the trust was broken, but she's not telling us what happened. Like, what did he do? Why did you lose trust? Why was now the time to separate versus the decades of cheating allegations? So was it cheating? Was it not cheating? Was it something else? What was the thing that made you want to separate from your husband? So you're playing all these stupid games, playing coy, but you're not actually telling us the root cause of what's going on. Also, stupid game, the whole Morgan Wade shenanigans of it all. Is she a lesbian? Is she bisexual? Are they having sex? Are they not having sex? Why is she in a sexual music video? Why is she stalking her and going on tour with her across the country and across the world? Why are they posting videos from safari in Africa? Why is she getting tattoos? Why, like, it was just the dumbest thing ever, where it's like, if you are dating Morgan, just say we're dating. If you're not dating Morgan, then stop doing all of these stupid stuff, like calling the paparazzi on each other, having all of these innuendos. I'm questioning my sexuality because of the media. Like, Kyle, stop. Like, it's a bunch of nonsense. Now she's on the show being like, oh, I can't even say her name. She didn't ask for this. But yet, literally last season, Morgan was on the show. She appeared in multiple episodes. You guys call the paparazzi on yourselves. Backgrid is a paparazzi company. Star celebrities, whatever you want to call them. They set up these shoots and then they pay the paparazzi because they want to be relevant. They want to be on the blogs. They want to be, in the publications. They want to be on social media platforms. They want to be, again, relevant. So they will set up these shoots and they will pay the paparazzi to take photos of them and then, quote, leak them to the press. It's all a setup. It's like, come on, like, hello. So girl bye and girl stop. So you keep playing all of these stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. You're going to get booed at a fan fest. You're going to get, the audience turning against you with the whole Dorit versus Kyle. I said it before, I'll say it again. When it comes to Dorit versus Kyle this season, I'm actually on Kyle's side, but I think the rest of the audience will be on Dorit's side, not because they necessarily think Dorit is right, but because they're so tired of Kyle. It's more like they just want Kyle to get her comeuppance. They want Kyle to be held accountable. They want her to be called out. They're tired of her beating around the bush, playing coy, dodging questions, but yet trying to make everybody else be accountable and tell the truth and talk about their stuff and stir the pot and this, that, and a third. So it's like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You can't try and make everybody else have be exposed, but you don't want to expose your own stuff. So I think that the collective audience will be Team Dorit because they're just fed up with Kyle, not because they even actually rock with Dorit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised that Kyle is being booed for dodging questions. I also think production isn't going to protect her anymore. It's a new day with social media and transparency and authenticity. We, the audience, don't want people to be protected. We want people to be transparent. And so I think that even the executives and even the producers aren't in a position to protect her anymore, to let her skate by, to let her play producer, to let her throw rocks and hides her hands. That's not going to work anymore. Like those days are over. So I think it's very interesting to see that she's being booed. I think it's very interesting to see that she still hasn't changed. Like she hasn't started being honest about her situation with Mauricio, about the Morgan Wade stuff, about her sexuality, about her dating status. It's like, get off the show then. Don't be on a show if you don't want to talk about things that the show is about. It's literally called The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and it's a reality show about your life, about your family, So if you don't want to talk about those things, then get on a different show or get off TV altogether, do something else, go behind the scenes or whatever the case may be. But don't act like it's us, the audience, coming after you or the media coming after you when you're making millions of dollars giving us nothing. And then you're shocked and surprised when you're being booed off stage. So Kyle got what Kyle got because that's what she deserved in that moment. Okay. Now, let's talk about the whole Sutton thing. So at the Bravo FanFest, Kyle walked the red carpet where she was asked about Sutton's trailer disc. I saw that and I was like, I wonder why she said that. Kyle recalled during an appearance on Page Six's reality TV podcast. It's just weird because she came into the season like, I want to fix things with Kyle. I wasn't a good friend to her. And then I see those moments where I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. So I don't really know what to think, to be honest. When Kyle was then asked if she wanted to text Sutton 53 about the comment, she suggested she already did. I can tell she feels bad. And then she'll be like extra nice on text. And I'm like, what have you done? What have you said? But I love her, Kyle stated. Okay, this is the thing. Two things can be true at the same time. And usually in friendships, they are. You can try to, as Sutton said, I want to fix things. I want to be a better friend to you. And then on the same side, you can also say, I'm not going to bow down to you. You don't have to say it in a nasty, snarky, or shady way or like a comment that's sort of like behind somebody's back. That's not cool either. But I think if it's if both sentiments are coming from a good place, then that's how friendships should operate. I want to be there for you. I want to support you. I want to have your back, but I'm also not going to coddle you. I'm not going to enable you. I'm not going to bow down to you. I'm not going to be a yes person either. That's actually the tenements of healthy friendships and relationships. I will hold you accountable in a loving and compassionate way, and I will also support you. Doesn't mean I'm not a good friend, doesn't mean I'm not having your back or supporting you. I'm just also going to hold you accountable. But for Sutton, you also have to be able to take it. If you want to hold your friends accountable and not bound out of them, then you also have to be held accountable for your own words and for your own actions, and don't expect people to bow down to you either. I'm not saying Sutton is like that. I'm just saying in general. So I think it depends on the context in what she said and how she said it. So I think we'll see how that shakes out between Sutton and Kyle. But I think that at the end of the day, they will always be friends and they'll be fine. So that is what it is. But I want to know what you guys think about this. What do you think about Kyle being booed? Do you think that her days of being protected are over? Are you like me and you're like, girl, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, stop playing in our faces, and you won't be booed anymore? And what do you think about Kyle versus Sutton? I don't even think it's Kyle versus Sutton. I think that they'll be fine. But like I said, I think Sutton being like, I'm not going to bow down to her. I think that's like that universal sentiment we all have now where it's like, we're not going to let Kyle get away with everything. We're not going to let her do dirt and not be called out. We're not going to let her call everybody else out, but not talk about her life either. I also think those days are over. So let me know what you guys think. Did you watch Bravo FanFest Miami? What were your favorite moments? And are you watching the new season? So as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.